Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Shenandoah University broadcast. We have some NACE Varsity plus Rocket League for you guys. Now we have a doubleheader. I am Ben Kincaid. I am joined by Molly Dens. Molly, how you doing?
Oh, it's a great day for some Rocket League. It's always on Mondays. And we get our Academy team who just came away with their very first win of the entire semester in both the leagues that their Rocket League team is competing in. So they're coming into this on a very high note, reverse sweep nonetheless. And I know that we were particularly hyped about casting that game. And, and it is a doubleheader today too. So we get to get even more of this team on broadcast today.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited to see what happens. We do have that doubleheader like we said earlier. I mean, right now, we said, again, we have a doubleheader, right? Let's take a quick look at the standings to see where everyone is sitting right now. We have Mizzou for the first game of the evening, sitting at 3-2. And then we have NCSU for the second game of the evening, sitting at 1-4. We are 1-4 as well. Molly, what do we feel about these matchups?
Well, I can tell you how the players feel. They do feel a bit less confident about this Mizzou game, which will be the first one. They do have two GC2, Grand Champion 2 players, which is the peak rank, as we were just advertised to. Pagani just hit a new peak on his. He's really been on the grind there, but they are a lot higher on paper, which can make a difference, especially when you're going into this mechanically. You got to be able to work as a team more often than not to overcome that, and they think that is going to be the harder match of the day. Whereas you head into second game, NCSU, it's better, better, especially for a team that you have an even record for. You're preparing more specifically for this match, but I want to see what the Hornets can do with this Mizzou Gold game, even if they're not nearly as confident in it.
Yeah, I mean, talking with Pagani earlier, they said, all right, this first game is going to be shaky. Hopefully we can win it. But we'll just have to see. They feel a lot more confident going into the second game, like you said, both sitting at that 1-4 record, pretty even in the standings thus far. Pretty sure we're fully eliminated from playoff contention, sitting at 1-4, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is the final week.
Yes, this is the last week.
So we cannot make playoffs, but that's all right. That's okay. We can still get some practice in with this Academy roster, see what we can do, see the development that we've seen throughout the year, and see if we can take it to Mizzou.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of the teams currently stand right now, is that they're looking towards where can we improve for next year. We want to use these next two games to leave one final benchmark on the fall semester and then start working towards that spring, because these teams will be back for that second round. I think everyone is a two-semester player, if I'm not mistaken, on these teams. So they should all be sticking around for that. The games will not particularly be easy, and I think that's the best part about it. You don't learn if you're just put into a stomp and you just smack your opponents, wipe them from the face of the map. No, you learn from these challenges when you are pushed against your own weaknesses. And this is a game that, as we get to see our three players now, they've been working hard together to get this done. You have a first year, you have a sophomore, and as well a junior who's came back for, took a break for a year, Pagani, and has come back as a real leader for this team recently. Irish started to step it up in that previous series as well. A good part of the reason why we saw a reverse sweep. But I think the big thing we always love to watch is the synergy between Pagani and Sol whenever on the field together. Yeah,
that's exactly what I was going to touch on, right? Pagani and Sol have been improving a lot playing together, right? Chris and Thomas down there with their respective nameplates. Irish up at the top as well has been improving throughout the course of the semester. So it's been really nice seeing the connection being built between these three players. And really, the amount of growth that they've had thus far has been noticeable.
Yeah, you get your first win last week, a reverse sweep nonetheless, and it showcased that this team really can hold their own if they're given the opportunity to do so. They've been put to the test of a long endurance game, and we'll have to see how this goes against Mizzou. So the Hornets, I think both of our Rocket League teams always get off to a slow start. It takes a minute to get acclimated to this environment. All of the lights are off. You got these red and blue spotlights going on. Of course, they can kind of see us in the background too, so it's always a bit of distraction. It's when this game actually starts that these players can show us what they got today.
The kickoff in favor of Mizzou thus far. Sol trying to find the clear, but it's going to be Gallic in position to receive that one in midfield. Mizzou doing a great job keeping control. The shot as well. Members there for SU, but unable to get Carr on the ball.
Yeah, Seoul had a good play trying to clear towards the corner, but the important thing is you can play off of that read. Mizzou, Jogalik specifically, had a wonderful idea of where that ball was going to be positioned, and it caught the Hornets in an awkward spot.
Now 1-0 now, only 19 seconds into game number 1 here for Mizzou. A kickoff in favor of SU. Now Pagani going off the wall, trying to pinch it on the ground there, but unable to get that one to connect thus far. Irish keeping it in favor of SU, but a clear will come through from Mizzou. Pagani making connection off the crossbar, the double tap. Gallic again with another goal.
A series of beautiful plays out of Mizzou goal. That touch from Dopamine to get it right over Pagani's car, and then just a textbook double hack to go and nail it to the back of the net. I mean, Mizzou Gold, as we mentioned, a team that is very strong mechanically, and they're showcasing this early on in game 1.
Yeah, 2-0 now for Mizzou. Again, almost making it 3, but Pagani able to get there in time for the save. Seoul going for the clear, but won't be able to connect with the ball on that one. Pagani now a race to the corner, but Gallic will be able to push that one out of harm's way. The demo as well coming through onto Pagani will mean Mizzou will be able to recapture control of the ball.
Well, it would just be a rather loose hit, though, over to the Hornets' end. What we're seeing is kind of important to keep this ball close. Players like Doping Fire, like Joe Garlic here, have been great about intercepting these plays, this ball that's escaped a little bit too far ahead of Pagani and Seoul when they're attempting these longer forms of carry. The Guru now, a little bit of a juggle. Pagani goes wide, and Joe Garlic to win yet another 50. The Hornets are struggling to meet Mizzou Gold.
Yeah, I mean, Mizzou in full control thus far of the ball. Maguru trying to get that clear, but losing out on the 50-50. Joe Garlic will be able to push that one across field over to Dopamine, keeping it high in the air. Now a shot on goal from Pagani. The double tap, almost able to find that with the second effort, but Mizzou remained in position, able to find that save.
Pagani, the player with the most experience on the Hornets, and went for a great solo play there. Unfortunately, didn't connect the way that he wanted it to do so, but it does show that the Hornets can keep themselves in this game, and they'll manage to keep themselves out of another goal thanks to Seoul playing off of this backboard. The defense from this team has stepped it up from that first minute. They're kind of getting a read on what Mizzou want to do, and it's these last-second saves that will keep them alive.
I mean, you look at the boost right now. For that entire sequence, SU, all 3 members were sitting at 0. There were 3 eggs on the side of SU, no boost to their name, and they were still somehow able to find that goal. Mizzou unable to capitalize on it. Pagani finding the demo, but it's again going to be Maguru back in position to find that clear into the corner.
Yeah, the Hornets haven't quite been able to find themselves on the field the same way that Mizzou Gold has. You'll notice that Dopamine has been a main setup player, connecting these passes with players like Maguru here. That'll just be more of a loose hit off to the corner. Drop down, waterfall shot attempted off the backboard. Doesn't quite hit its mark.
Seoul now trying to make a connection. Joe Garlic not able to connect with that one. Seoul still with 0 boost to their name, trying to get up some of these boost pads, but won't be able to do anything with any of it. Irish going for the aerial will not be able to connect with that one. Now the cross coming through, but the clear from Pagani is on point.
Yeah, but you can't really get much control on it. It's just so far down there, and the Hornets have to invest so much boost just to catch up with where the ball is in the first place, but it's plays like that that can keep you alive. I believe Seoul was able to snag a good chunk of this corner boost on the retreat and dragged it right around Joe Garlic to slot it into that back corner. I
mean, yeah, Seoul, that was just mechanical off of the corner there, maneuvering his way through 3 Mizzou defenders, bringing us now within 1. It's only 2-1 here. Mizzou has had plenty of control of the ball, but has only been able to capitalize in 2 crucial moments thus far. 1.5 minutes to go here in game number 1. Still a lot of time for SU to tie this one up. Yeah, Seoul is given a glimmer of hope. To any of those Hornets fans out there, a bit of a whiff, but there's Pagani. We always mention him to be that last line of defense. If something were to go wrong, he is there to bring out the broom and say, hey, it's okay, set up shots like that, but it's just a bit off. Irish trying to follow up, but unable to do so. Pagani sending it into the corner. Seoul winning the 50-50 in the air. Pagani has no boost to work with. The dribble coming through. Won't be able to find the angle. A little bit of a bump possibly from Irish coming through as well on to Pagani, maybe disrupting a little bit of the touch coming through from the SU player, but 40 seconds remain here. Mizzou in prime position to find a goal. Will just go off the post instead. Pagani able to find a demo, but they aren't able to grab control of the ball.
And that demo was very important. Mizzou Gold were waiting for that player to come in and sweep away that shot that Seoul took his time defending against, and now they find themselves in trouble again. It's all Seoul keeping this game at just a 1-point differential. Joe Golick, though, a shot from above. That one will also not hit its mark. The Hornets have been on point with this defense, but how many more shots like this can they take? Well, can't do any more. 7 seconds left to go, and it has to be a goal right here, right now. Irish a bit wide. Last chance onto Pagani, but no, it's an awkward hit. Mizzou Gold at the lead right now, and are going to go ahead, take away game number 1.
Yeah, they're trying to keep that ball up. It was up for just a moment there, but they weren't able to get it off of that wall to really continue the pressure to keep their hopes alive there in game 1. But a 2-1 scoreline, pretty close thus far.
And when Pagani was talking earlier, he made it seem like, oh no, this isn't gonna be pretty. I do apologize. No, that's not the case at all. This was a much closer game, and I think that it almost surprised the players too. They're like, okay, we're in this. We can actually make something. It's not ever good to look at a player's rank and just automatically decide that it's over. It's a very easy thing to do as a player. The information is right there. You can get in your own head, but now that you've actually played that first 5 minutes, you have an idea of what to expect. And this is a Mizzou Gold team. If you can keep up an incredible defense like that, all it comes down to is formulating a little bit more of that offensive end, and we got ourselves a close game.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Seoul and Pagani, Seoul specifically, was on fire, right? Able to find many, many clears, finding that goal as well. Mechanically, Pagani and Seoul are there tonight. Irish is also doing a great job at finding some of these clears, staying back as that third man, just trying to keep it out of harm's way, doing a very good job at finding some interrupts on the pathing as well from the Mizzou players, as now we jump into game number 2, kickoff in favor of Mizzou.
Now they go ahead and grab it, but Magoo threw the ball a little bit too far above them, and that could have been an opening goal for Mizzou Gold. Shenandoah breathing a sigh of relief out of that one, and you can already tell that the pace of this game has started off rather fast for these first couple of seconds, with possession being traded either which way. Dopamine Farmer, though, someone has to get in the middle of it. It's Pagani, full carry down the midfield, out of boost. Where's the player coverage? No, Seoul can't find the hit.
Irish now back in defense. Pagani waiting for the ball to come to him, will do so to perfection, flipping it past one of the Mizzou defenders, but now has to win a 50-50, gets sent up into the corner. Irish off the wall, won't be able to make great contact with that one. Now it's Joe Golick with possession, trying to find that corner, but will just push it instead to the far side. Pagani now in position, has some boost in the air, trying to find the cross, but won't have enough power, and Irish unable to get there in time.
No, we can tell, again, these players are moving faster. The boost management looks a lot different, and Shenandoah, I think, are benefiting because of it. We saw their coach, Joe Quallard, kind of stand behind them there. They're all nodding their heads. Something was discussed, and I wonder if it was this sort of pace change right now. The only unfortunate part for the Hornets is they've been kind of struggling with the consistency of it. They've been with demos and having two players on the backboard, a slight bit of miscommunication. That's where Mizzou Gold can find their way through the cracks.
Yeah, both players up in the air trying to meet that one means no one is down low. Joe Golick just able to find the angle, find that goal. 3:36 to go here, 1-0 for Mizzou. Not insurmountable, pretty close to what it was
Pagani?
in game number 1. Will whiff, however, on the kickoff, unable to capitalize. Irish with a shot on goal, but Joe Golick still in position. Seoul has some boost, but Mizzou still in a position. And then another follow-up shot from Pagani from the midfield. We're able to tie that one up fairly quickly.
And all of this takes is a solid read. For the most of the series so far, Mizzou Gold has had the better touches. They often go second, and because of that, it will bounce off your card the direction that you want it to go. And this is, so it's Shenandoah. Pagani, more specifically, who actually wins the race to the ball, will get one on the board. And for the first time, we're going to have ourselves a tie game.
All tied up, one apiece, just over 3 to go. Irish able to find that clear over to Pagani, trying to push it out of the corner. Almost gets it over to Mizzou defenders, but won't be able to do so. The clear from Mizzou back out into the corner, caught beautifully by Pagani. Pinched now back across the field. Mizzou trying to regain their lead, but the defense holding strong for the SU.
Specifically, Seoul has had a much better grasp on where this ball is going and kind of control over the tempo of this game, and him really stepping it up, I think, has helped Pagani. We mentioned how these two players work hand in hand successfully, and that's how that first goal was scored. They're trying to do the same on the defense, and all it comes down to is, again, this communication. Who has the ball? Who's going to get the touch? Whether it was a whiff or just a slight delay because of that communication, that's what makes the difference.
Yeah, I mean, Pagani and Seoul just unable to get their cars in position in that instance. Irish as well with no boost to help him get back in time to be that third man, that third line of defense. But now we see Seoul in the air yet again, trying to find an angle, but won't be able to do so. Pagani with a shot on goal. Not Pagani, excuse me, that's Irish with a shot on goal, able to find that bottom left corner. Seoul doing a great job to set that one up.
Yeah, the first here, right now, kind of waiting in the lurk. You're doing this 1v3 strat on the offense. Seoul is the first one to take the jab, and Irish is like, wait, it's rolling my direction. I have a clean line of sight on this. So they're going to go ahead and nail it towards the back, and that's a great look. From the first here is the least experienced in terms of how long that they have been playing Rocket League.
Yep.
So to see something like that, an opportunity identified, is already the making of a great player for years to come.
Yeah, SU tying it up at 2. 2 minutes ago, a demo coming through on Joe Gallic as well. Dopamine Farmer trying to find the angle. The rebound as well coming in from Miguru. Won't be able to find the angle. SU struggling, however, to get it out of their half of the field. Just as I say that, Pagani able to find the clear, but is met by Miguru. Now the ball hovering slightly around midfield, but now the cross coming through. No one from SU there to follow up.
And they kind of were starting to go up on that. You saw Pagani and Irish almost get caught off guard by that hit back from Mizzou Gold. Pagani had the reaction time to follow it, but not the shot. That was a wonderful placed hit. Bounced off the crossbar to the ground. Not a chance for a defender to get in the way.
Yeah, Pagani unable to get there. Irish unable to find that corner as well. And if that didn't roll in on its own, Dopamine Farmer was right in position yet again to bury that one into the net. It's going to be 3-2 now in favor of Mizzou. 1.5 minutes to go. Mizzou trying to extend their lead, give themselves a cushion, trying to find that fourth goal, but Pagani trying to make it a tie game. Seoul almost able to capitalize off of the aggression coming through from the star player.
The Hornets yet to be in the lead so far, but you can tell that they want to even it up quickly. Pagani was off to Seoul now, a centered ball, yet neither player was in position to follow up. Both were scrambling to get more boost for the aerial shot. Now you have to focus on what to do on this defensive side. It's a wonderful hit. Miguru off the backboard, dangerous territory, and it's once again Pagani to get in the thick of it.
And Miguru trying to find that double tap, won't be able to find it. Seoul now with the clear on target. Dopamine Farmer able to get back in time to find that save. Great job recognizing the danger of a clear coming through from SU. Seoul, however, no boost left. Dopamine able to get back in time, finding that clear, but Pagani keeping it in harm's way for Mizzou. I mean, 30 seconds left, down 2. SU have been looking good on this offensive side as of late.
Yeah, they've been rather strong on this. We've never seen less, apart from the first game, more than a 2-goal differential here, and they've managed to keep it close, but you're kind of running out of time. 10 more seconds, and with Mizzou Gold having the possession, it's going to be incredibly difficult to work this ball all the way back to the other side of the field. Mizzou Gold playing a game of keep away incredibly well, and that will secure them their second game, now up to match point.
Yeah, 2 extremely close games, a 2-1 right into a 3-2. The defense looking very, very strong for SU. Just a few miscalculations, a few miscommunications from the players means that they let in 2 goals. Just kind of sloppy communication coming through from the SU side, but not something that's hard to fix.
No, and I think that's what we're seeing. These two teams, honestly, are on a pretty even footing.
Yeah.
And oftentimes when we see teams that are this even, they exploit each other's mistakes. You can't do something better than your opponent, then you need to find a way to work towards their weaknesses. And Mizzou has had better luck with that. We've seen incredible saves, but also some whips that you're just like, you're kind of kicking yourself for that one. And it's been for both teams on that. Those have been the vast majority of points that have been scored so far, have been the result of those misplays. And that's kind of the pattern that we've been seeing. It's not going to take much for either team to overpower the other here, but of course, for the sake of the Hornets wanting to get their second win, you're not face to back with another reverse sweep potential.
It's going to have to be a reverse here, Molly, and that's kind of hard to do, especially with how well the defense had, and especially how well Dopamine Farm has been able to find the net.
That was a kickoff goal, and the Hornets were pushed so far up. Dopamine Farmer's going for the ball, the boost in the corner spot. The ball's like, don't mind if I do, and buries it into the back corner. Mizzou Gold, 6 seconds, and they already got that lead. That's kind of the exploitation of those mistakes, those even just slight misplays that we're talking about.
Pagani now with a clear Irish was able to get that demo as well. Joe Gallic off of the respawn, getting the touch in midfield. 1-0 for Mizzou here in this series. Point, a demo yet again. Irish going down, but SU able to maintain possession. But there's no boost on the side of SU thus far. Irish able to get a full boost. Pagani as well, but Seoul still stuck at that 0 range. Will finally get that full boost, but now everyone else on the Hornets are running out.
Yeah, it's 2 players that committed for that ball, leaving only Seoul. Thankfully, he's consistent. Managed to get that tap away, allow Pagani and Irish to reset a little bit and prepare for this defense. Dopamine Farmer setting up their teammates, and Maguru Jogolic with yet another one. And it's yet again Pagani to keep this one at 1.
Irish in the air, able to find that contest. Seoul flipped up over his car, but now with only 1 man left back to defend against 3. Mizzou take a commanding lead, 2-0.
That was a triple commit there, 2 out of Mizzou. All 3 players were in the basket. High risk, high reward play, and they were certainly rewarded for that margin. Shenandoah had already used all of their resources, blocking the other couple of shots that were thrown in, and that momentum slowly going closer to Mizzou Gold.
Yeah, this is the largest deficit, I believe, or tied for the largest. Okay, Seoul, right off of the kickoff. Let's bring it right back within 1. SU still alive, fighting off of that, stealing a great touch from Pagani, and then Seoul just kind of swooping in there to find that goal. Yeah, he stole that one, for sure.
I guess they didn't like the word deficit. You weren't allowed to say it, and there you go. It is still technically a deficit, but it has been halved since the last time that we were talking about it. Pagani Seoul once again, and again, look how well these 2 players are just working around each other. This synergy that they have to pull together these passes, these shots, and understand what's happening. They're trying to do the same with Irish, but hey, I think that's kind of the thing. Mizzou Gold have been very good about not sending more than 2 players forwards for the most part.
Yeah, Seoul back trying to contest that midfield, unable to do so. Irish with a whiff, but Pagani back in position to find that touch off of that post. Mizzou now finding themselves in control of the ball, largely in SU's half of the field. Joe Gallic finding the cross, finding the touch. Dopamine Farmer will be in position, able to find that one. A beautiful pass play coming through from Mizzou.
A bullet of a shot, too. Look at the speed that this ball gained, and perfect center to Dopamine Farmer. And yeah, this synergy from Mizzou Gold is on point. They can smell that victory, only needing to hold this lead for another 3 minutes.
3-1 now. 3 minutes to go here in game number 3. Mizzou up 2-0 on the series. A waterfall potential coming through. There was a member of SU in position, but Joe Gallic able to find that one, push that one out of harm's way. Pagani now finding themselves back on the defensive side. Pagani, if he can get to this ball fast enough, won't be able to do so. Running out of boost, and Joe Gallic as well, just on a speedy rotation to keep Mizzou with this fluffed pillow.
You can feel the panic of the players and how quickly this ball has moved from half to half, and they're racing against the clock, the speed that the ball picked up throughout all of it. And thankfully for them, well, for everyone, score has remained the same for the time being, and we're starting to slow down. You can kind of get a grip of yourself, say, all right, let's take this a little bit more serious in terms of team play. Guru, another hit over, Dopamine-centered pass, but Irish in the way.
Yeah, Irish got demoed earlier in that play, but off that respawn was able to find that save. Now Seoul with the touch, with a beautiful save coming through from Joe Gallic yet again. It was a great angle, a great shot coming through from Seoul, but just better defense coming through from Mizzou.
Yeah, they've had it so far, and oh, that's just unfortunate timing. Unfortunate to have to turn around as that shot was there, and it almost looks like that there was going to be a bump off of it. This is just the extraordinary setup that Joe Gallic, Dopamine Farmer, the similar ways you've seen Pagani and Seoul work in the past, and this is now the biggest lead Mizzou Gold have had the series.
Yeah, Irish was in position, but just unable to get that car around to find that save. Seoul as well trying his best. An open net, Dopamine Farmer farming some goals here to clean up game number 3. 5-1, 142 to go. I mean, that's just a 50-50 going right into the hands of Dopamine Farmer.
The passing plays of Mizzou Gold are just so clean.
Yeah.
And it's fast, and that's the most impressive part. The Hornets can't get a read on where the passes are going. You can't predict ahead. Rocket League is all a game of proactiveness. You want to get what your opponent is doing so that you have time to get there in the first place. And so far, Mizzou Gold have been so good at setting up these plays. It was almost another one dropping off the backboard then. The Hornets now at a 4-goal disadvantage with 1:20 left to go on this clock. Mizzou Gold have looked better and better as Game 3 has gone on.
Not a whole lot of time for SU to come back from this one. A shot, a clear on goal yet again. Maguru able to find their second goal of the game. A 6-1 with 1:10 to go. This one is not looking like it's going to be a likely win.
It ain't over till it's
That's
over.
true. That's
but
true.
It is kind of close to over with this. 5 goals is a lot to have to make up in just 70 seconds here, and the Hornets would have to be playing out of their minds. I think what they can take away from this series, though, is Mizzou Gold, even though on paper that their rank was much higher, Shenandoah can keep track. They can pull off these insane level of defense, and when Sol and Pagani can start to click alongside Irish, you can make this a close series. It just eventually at some point, Mizzou Gold, they knew that they are on match point. You have that confidence on your side. You can push that advantage until it becomes one that Shenandoah, a mountain, they don't seem to be able to climb.
Yeah, Irish trying to get back in time as well. Sol able to get that demo onto Joe Gallic as well. Will be able to stop the offensive approach, the attack coming through from Mizzou. Pagani in the air trying to claw their way back into this game, but yet another clear. Irish unable to get in position to find that save. 7-1 now in Game 3 for Mizzou Gold.
And the Guru's third so far of this game, and they in particular have been popping off. It didn't get the opportunity to, get the shots in before. It was mostly Dopamine Joe Gallic, so, you just had to make sure to boost the stats a little here in game number 3. 20 seconds left to go, Ben, and the Hornets, best you can do, maybe you can get one more away for consolation, but it's looking like Mizzou Gold have this one in the bag.
Yeah, clears coming through from Dopamine Farmer as well. Sol finding a clear back in favor of the Hornets, but as the seconds tick away, it looks like it's going to be a clean sweep in favor of Mizzou Gold. The ball not on the ground yet, will finally hit the ground. That will conclude the series 3-0 for Mizzou.
As we said at the start of this game here, that it came down to 2 teams. When you are at an even footing, you got to find a way to work your way through the cracks in the armor there. And I think Shenandoah, they got caught out one too many times. They started to take more risks so they could formulate on that offensive side. And when they couldn't maintain that control of the ball, it's those fast flips, those shots that were from midfield. It really came back to get you. There wasn't anybody home because they were so focused on improving one part of the field. So it's good to see that the adaptation was put into place, but it's also an opportunity that Mizzou Gold took advantage of.
Yeah, some communication slip-ups here and there as well from the SU squad, right? A few goals, some interferences with some saves, but I mean, if talking, that's all you got to do, right? An easy fix for later on in the semester, later on in the academic year as well, but still a lot of growth coming through from this SU squad. They've looked better and better every week, and it's been very nice to see them grow.
Yeah, and I don't think that they should be too upset with this game. It's a good way to get your feet wet. I think this next one against North Carolina State, that's looking a lot more winnable. That's more the match that this team was prepared for today. And like for them, you'll have a bit more time to think about it because it is currently almost 7:30. You have 30 minutes until your second match of the night begins. So we're actually going to go ahead and send it to a break, and we'll be back at 8 p.m. Eastern for the start of our second Rocket League Academy match.
Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway,
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.
We have the Esports Arena right here on campus in Winchester, Virginia, and this facility acts as the hub for all esports activity at Shenandoah University. Students are able to use this space not just for competition and practices, but also as a living learning community and a sandbox for them to come and explore and practice and try out things related to and through esports in the gaming industry so that they're getting that hands-on learning and the skills necessary to help them find a career by the time they graduate. We also have the professional level broadcast production booth where we do all of our broadcasting and production, from casting of our games that we play right here on campus to working with outside entities to record footage for them as well. In addition to the space that we have here in the Esports Arena is the Esports War Room. Our students get to use that space for studying, but also outside projects. So our students get to use this space for professional development and the academic side of our esports program, which is such a critical component to go with that competitive element that we have. So we combine all of our facilities at Shenandoah University with competition, community, and career preparation. We have over 250 days of programming, and there's something for everybody. And we want you to be part of it.
wasn't the plan. Don't wanna demand it. I've done what I can. And I never mentioned the times you were rude. And I never mentioned when you heard the truth. Scared to lose it all. I won't stand a chance. And I don't wanna fake it. What if I can't walk away? Got me saying away. Hoping I don't make the same mistake. Same mistake. Hoping I don't make the same mistake. I don't like to leave things unresolved. Maybe it's madness. I'm begging you, please pick up the call. You're causing me damage. I should've known, wasn't your fault. Don't even matter. I wasn't thinking clear, trying to take it there. Scared to lose it all. I won't stand a chance. And I don't wanna fake it. What if I can't walk away? You got me standing in the rain. Hoping I don't make the same mistake. Same mistake. Hoping I don't make the same mistake. I'm just standing in the rain, hoping I don't make the same mistake. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back a little bit sooner than we thought we were going to be, and we have a little bit of a change on the desk. I am still Ben Kincaid, but I am joined by Griffin. Griff, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to be here. First time on the cast and desk this year, actually.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, been to the workshops, ready to get a hold on it. Just been busy with my own varsity schedule, so excited to get on the desk and cast for a game.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, we have a good one coming up. We have North Carolina State University sitting at 1-4. SU just losing their previous set 3-0 fashion to Mizzou Gold.
Happens.
A tough showing from the squad, but the first two games were very, very close. I don't know if you were watching them at all, but it was a 2-1, a 3-2, and then a 7-1 in game 3. But hey, it happens. Sometimes things go that way. What are your thoughts going into this next match?
I mean, this is definitely a matchup that is definitely take-homeable by Shenandoah. I think they are equal to us about in the standings. I believe we're sitting at 1-5, and they're sitting at 1-4. This is a team that we've clashed with in the past in different leagues, and it's always been a good matchup, good fight to see us go out there and play against them. Regarding the matchups earlier, I definitely think that we were playing at a higher skill level than what we are as a team for our academy team here, but I think the boys put on a great performance. I mean, they played with their hearts, and that's all that really matters. It sucked that they got a little discouraged in the third game. I definitely think that going down 2-0 early got to them a little bit, but we're looking to see if they can bounce back real quick.
Yeah, for sure. And you're on the varsity squad, right? If you've seen any of our varsity Rocket League matches, I mean, this is Mango, right? This is the guy, the scorer on our varsity squad. You've been able to work with this academy roster quite a lot. What have you seen growth-wise with these players? I
mean, absolutely. Terry, I came in my freshman year. He was a freshman, and we played together on the team. That's Pagani. He is super solid, knows the game. Sometimes a little inconsistent, so looking to see how he can patch that up. And then we have two newcomers, Irish and Soul. Soul is definitely a very mechanical, very fast player, sometimes a little too fast. And then Irish came to us relatively new to the game, around a Diamond Champ skill level. And he's been doing absolutely great playing against higher level opponents and basically just developing his skill set that he wants to live by.
For sure, yeah. I mean, everyone on the side of this SU Academy roster has been improving throughout the year. As we jump into game number 1, NC State already in command of the ball. Soul now getting active, getting up in the air, but unable to find the net. Pagani and Irish putting the pressure on, but maybe AJ will be able to find that pass off. But still, maintaining possession is Soul.
Absolutely. And one thing that I'm really looking for this game, Ben, is I want to see Soul be this absolute aggressive player that is going to get forward and get in NCSU's face, right? I don't want him to give them any time on the ball. I want him to be jumping every ball and not giving them an opportunity to work their way down the field. And then all it narrows down to is that if Soul can do his job that he's being prescribed to do, is that Pagani plays solid and Irish just kind of fixes his situations that he puts himself in sometimes. I definitely think that we could walk away with a win here.
Yeah, no, for sure. I like that. Soul has been doing very well at finding these contests, and that's going to be a beautiful communication play. Soul able to recognize that Pagani is going to win out on this 1v1 off of this wall. Pagani doing a great job at just tossing that one out there. Kojak unable to get back in time, positioning the car just slightly under the ball. SU first on the board.
Absolutely. Pagani did a fantastic job in that corner, kind of utilizing his pressure that he had, and his teammates did a really good job of not overextending themselves, so that way he could have time to work with what he was given. And then Irish was getting that bump in the net. I mean, that's just textbook from us, really.
Kojak now in the corner trying to find a cross, but Soul again all over it. able to find the cross again to Pagani, but maybe AJ in position to find that save. Irish trying to keep it in NC State's half of the field, but unable to do so. Now we can see them sitting in that goal, waiting on this defensive end off of the crossbar. No one able to put it into the net for NC State. Irish now on a little bit of a 1v1, won't be able to win out on that one.
Absolutely, and another crucial thing that we need to realize is that boost management is everything in this game. If you can utilize your boost to its fullest and not waste some here and there, that way you have some when you need it, it's gonna help you out in the long run, right? We don't want to see our team getting overextended and overzealous, kind of chasing these big boost pads. You want to see them playing smart with what they're given, not using extra boost and kind of just, I don't know, playing their own game and not stepping out their lane.
Irish in the air trying to set up a potential waterfall shot there for SU, but NC State, good job getting back, finding that clear. Soul back on the defensive end, finding the clear back over into NC State's corner. Still a 1-0 ball game, 2.5 to go here with Soul getting another shot on goal, but a save coming through from NC State. Still so much aggression. Now it's going to be Soul again. Pagani to Soul, the duo that we've seen all year long.
Absolutely. Pagani, that was a fantastic read, really. I mean, he knew exactly what the opponent was going to do there, and Soul just being probably the fastest player on the field, right? He's going to outspeed the defense almost every time there, and he put himself in a fantastic position. But one thing I really want to highlight is that Shenandoah was doing a way better job this game of kind of maintaining their third man positioning, right? Their third man's not getting past that midline too far, to the point where like balls like this are not going to end up going in our net where they would have probably a couple of weeks ago. I think the team is really taking big strides and they're learning from their mistakes.
Yeah, good job recognizing when people need to be back on this defensive side, not overcommitting too far. Soul going back into net, popping himself right back out. Pagani pushing that one over towards Soul. Irish now with an opportunity to find the ball, will be able to do so, pushing it back over to NC State's corner. Pagani now again trying to find Soul on a cross, won't be able to do so. Now it's maybe AJ, a 1v1. Soul able to win out on that one, but still maintaining possession for NC State.
Right, absolutely. And something on offense that, like, especially I know that Pagani likes to do is he really likes to do these fast cuts back into the midfield to apply pressure. He's just got to make sure that he's calm in those and making sure that like his team knows that he's doing that. Other than that, his rotations are looking solid and the team's looking like they have possession most of the game. I mean, they're not really giving their opponents the time of day yet.
A good rebound coming through from Kojak. Soul was in position initially, but not able to find that clear. Soul had no momentum to try to get back to that ball. Pagani trying to get back in time as well, but NC State doing a great job of bouncing back, bringing it within one.
I would have loved to see Soul go up the wall there for that challenge, or jump a little earlier. I think that he definitely played a little too hesitant there. I don't know if he saw the guy coming in and thought he was possibly moving faster than he was. Good passing play here. Soul looking to find Pagani. Soul looking for the demo. Ooh! Pagani going to look to get it. Pass out. Irish. Maybe a little bit too far back there. I'm not going to lie. That might have played out a little differently if Irish was a little bit further up the field. But I never hate being too defensive. So, personal thing, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure. J-Car now trying to get something going again for NC State. Back on the defensive side is SU. We're approaching 30 seconds remaining here in game number one. A tight game, 2-1 lead for SU here in game number one. Irish with a clear up top. Kojak able to meet that one. But Irish, good job positioning back onto that boost pad. But now they need to get back to find this save. Pagani sending it up still dangerously in front of the net. But the touches coming through. SU doing a great job at pushing it back into NC State's half of the field.
Absolutely. And with very little time left on the clock here, you really just want to play ultra defensive, right? You don't need to be chasing another goal. You don't need to be chasing another, like, I guess, counter-attacking point. You kind of have to just lock down what you have. Soul, great 50. That one's going to go down, take game one Shenandoah's way.
Yeah, I mean, it was great stuff coming through from SU, right? They had a lot of communication. We saw passing plays, two of them working to perfection from Soul and from Pagani. SU with their first game win of the night.
I mean, that looked like textbook Rocket League.
Yeah.
Right? I only saw maybe one or two instances where we had maybe a double commit, maybe a little overextension. Couple instances of little boost. Could have definitely done a little bit better there, but other than that, I mean, that looked like sound Rocket League. I mean, the rotations looked good, the offensive pressure looked good, the defensive clears looked fantastic. I mean, if we play like that all 3 games, this is gonna be over quick.
Yeah, I mean, SU looking good, right? I mean, everyone was playing their part. Pagani and Sol specifically having that connection building up throughout the course of the semester, doing a great job at putting it on full display here. It was Pagani to Sol for both goals. Irish as well doing a great job of being that third man, just in case it doesn't go their way, able to find that save, keep the clears in favor of SU. As now we see Sol with a potential double tap, unable to find that one right off of the kickoff. Irish doing a great job of keeping possession in their favor, but clears now coming through from NC State.
I mean, I definitely think that's something that like every player when they look at this game wants to definitely achieve. Is like Sol is so mechanical and he's so consistent with what he can do that it just looks so effortless from him, right? He is so fast off the jump. He gets the resets, he gets the double taps, he knows when to fake. I mean, personally, Sol reminds me a bit of myself, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Me, but more flashy.
You, but more flashy for sure.
I might be more consistent, but he's more flashy. Which
There you go.
you can never hate someone that's too flashy if they're good at it.
Yeah, I mean, we like a mechanical genius every now and then on the SU roster. A minute in now in this game, number 2. No one on the board just yet. And just as I say that, almost a goal going in from J-Car, but Irish in position, able to find that save. Now the cross coming through, trying to find Pagani. I love the pass play attempt coming through there from Sol.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that was basically textbook from the defense there. I mean, you want to get that ball out, play a counterattack. If you have a teammate up the field, look to pass. That's always should be your first thing. I mean, the boys are looking solid right now. One thing that we need to see is defense. Make sure you're on that back post, right? The words were falling out of my mouth. I mean, you just got to make sure you're on that back post. I would have loved to see Sol take a cut rotation here instead of that big boost. Cut across that 3-point line, get those pads, hit up the back post. I mean, it's the little things. It's the little things.
Yeah, I mean, that just comes with experience, right? Able to find those angles, find those retreats coming through. Now we see J-Car again up in the air. Sol doing a great job getting back off of that kickoff, just barely able to find that save, keeping it within 1. Still a lot of time to go here in game number 2. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go. NC State finds themselves with a 1-0 lead, but SU having looks, having great opportunities to tie this one up.
I mean, with 3 minutes left on the clock, definitely anything is possible, right? You just got to make sure to give your teammate his space, let him do his thing, be an option for him if he needs it. Just play your position, you know? You don't want to ever be like doubling up on somebody and getting in their mojo.
Pagani now trying to beat out the 1v2, unable to do so, but Sol will be able to find the touch. J-Car now with the clear in favor of NC State. A little bit of a ping-pong match going on thus far. After that goal, now we see Pagani in the air. Sol with the touch, trying to set up the pass, the cross, but no one from SU able to follow up. Irish with a whiff finds himself in the back of NC State's net. Pagani trying to follow up on his own shot, but unable to get there in time.
I love that back pass. I love stuff like that. That stuff, just keeping the possession when you're able to, is absolutely huge in the game of Rocket League, right? You don't need to be playing kickball. That's what we call it. You don't need to be playing kickball and giving that ball away, just booting it up the field. You want to be kind of building with what you're given. I think is definitely one of the things that's going to lead Shenandoah to a victory if they can learn to kind of keep possession and play a little bit. Play fast, but when you have the ball, take your time. Don't rush.
Yeah, Irish getting back, finding that touch. Pagani as well in the goal to find that save. Sol finding themselves in the air. Pagani with a good demo onto Kojak, but unable to capitalize on that one was SU. Pagani back on the defensive side. NC State doing a great job at maintaining possession of this ball thus far, keeping it in SU's half of the field. And now that shot off the crossbar, just barely not going in for NC State, but the follow-up will be perfect. Kojak able to find that upper right corner.
I mean, that's just what happens when you kind of double up on that ball there. Then the Irish kind of follow the rotation up instead of staying where he was supposed to be. Like I said, it's the little things. Like, you can't be doubling up on defense like that. But, I mean, I think we can definitely bounce back from this.
Yeah, I mean, still plenty of time to go here. 1.5 minutes in this game, number 2. Only down 2 scores. Well, that seems like a lot in any other kind of soccer game. It's not in Rocket League, right? We've seen plenty of quick goals go either team's way, but now SU needs to find 2 of them within the next minute, and Irish getting demoed certainly will not help.
Right. I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, right? You want to play good offense, play good defense. You kind of just got to be where you need to be, right? I mean, I've said it time and time again. I'm going to sound like a broken record out here, but like kind of play your position and do your own thing. I mean, that's definitely what I try to do in this game at least.
Yeah, Soul now trying to find an approach, finds the demo, won't be able to get past maybe AJ. However, Pagani with that tap off the side wall, trying to find these crosses. Irish unable to connect with that one. Pagani now back on the defensive side. Just under 40 seconds now, approaching the 30-second mark. Maybe AJ trying to make this a 3-0 game. A waterfall shot opportunity off the crossbar instead. Kojak now the follow-up. J-Car instead. Everyone from NC State all over that play.
Right. I mean, that was just textbook from North Carolina State. I mean, off the back wall, knew that the guy on back wall had no boost, right? You're looking to punish that, put him out of position, possibly make a miss like what happened, and kind of catch the defense in a sore situation.
A kickoff in favor of SU. Soul almost getting there in time, but maybe AJ just barely able to get back in position. Now, a toss-up off the crossbar. Okay, maybe a mishit coming through there from the NC State side, but Pagani, hey, I mean, hey, we take those.
Yeah, blunders happen. It happens. I mean, you can't complain with a free goal. I mean, you just can't complain. I mean, Soul was there anyway to tap it in if he missed, so it is what it is. But, I mean, something that I think that Shenandoah could take away from this game would 100% be to be careful about how the other team is playing, because I feel like North Carolina State definitely picked up their pace of play this game, which had caused Shenandoah to kind of like trip over themselves a little bit. I think that like some members of Shenandoah had to play a little bit faster to try to counteract that, but then that threw off the mojo with some of the people on Shenandoah that maybe can't adapt to that speed that quickly.
Yeah.
And that's just something that like comes with experience. Like I know for a fact that Pagani and Soul both love to play really fast Rocket League, right? They can turn on that switch and turn it off. Whereas like Sean who's a newcomer, right? He hasn't played at that fast speeds that much. And I definitely think that is something that comes with experience. But I definitely think it's something that he could definitely develop and grow into.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Sean has been growing tremendously over the course of the semester, right? Being able to find a goal in the last year's, a couple goals, I believe, in that last year's against Mizzou Gold, and playing very strong defense here for SU thus far. NC State tying it up 1 apiece in the series as we will hop into Game 3 here very shortly. What would you like to see change on this SU side of the ball?
I mean, I would definitely like to see a little bit better boost management. I definitely think that every time that we saw Sean in the play, he had very little boost, and he wasn't able to really perform and do anything with that, with not having that much boost. I would definitely like to see some more infield passes. Like this North Carolina State roster is very talented, of course, but I feel like something that they're going to struggle with is if we can find a pass off the middle into the like midfield, I guess you could say, and just put that shot on net. I feel like that would be a lot better of an opportunity than trying to like beat them 1v1, beat them to the back wall, stuff like that.
No, for sure. As we kick off game number 3 here, SU trying to get possession back, will be able to do so. NC State, however, back in position to continue to find these clears. Soul with the demo on to J-Car will stop the offensive pressure coming through from NC State for the time being. Pagani now trying to find the clear, bouncing it through midfield. Kojak, not much you can do with that one as you're just sitting there with a dribble. Now Irish in the air trying to find those shots, those passes that you talked about, but no one there from SU to receive it.
Right. I mean, that's one thing that's just got to come with like time and experience, is like knowing when to pass and when not to pass. Like in this situation, you have no one upfield. Irish has to just kind of take that ball. I kind of wish that he would have kept possession of it a little better. I mean, like held it to himself, I guess you could say. But I mean, relieving pressure is never really a bad thing. It's just not always ideal.
Pagani with a good demo there as well, but NC State, the surviving members after that demolition's able to maintain possession of that ball. Irish now finding a good clear. Pagani finding a good demo as well. This could be a great opportunity for SU to strike. Soul in position. Pagani trying to take it himself, but maybe AJ in position to find that save. But now another shot on goal from Soul. Maybe AJ again in position to find that save for NC State.
I mean, we're seeing a lot of great offense coming up from Shenandoah, and I definitely like the addition of adding some demos. Beautiful fake there by AJ. Looking to get another one as he's going to 50 it to the middle. I mean, one thing that Shenandoah is doing really well is kind of holding the ball a little bit better on defense. I like that a lot more. I like the fact that they're kind of keeping it close rather than just kind of banging it out every single time. Because when things get repetitive, that's when other teams, that was a complete accident, but they'll take it, I guess. Like from a high-level Rocket League point of view, that was a complete accident. That was not planned at all. Yeah, no. All right. Yeah, I mean, in the business, we call that one luck.
Well,
GG, go next. I don't know.
Nevertheless, NC State able to take that 1-0 lead here in game number 3. Oh! Not able to find that clear. You can already tell Pagani head and hands. Going to be kicking himself for that one for a little bit.
Yeah. That was, that's a blunder. We recovered that. 3 minutes, all right? But you have to remember that the score in the series is still 1-1. Like, no matter what, there's going to be another game, right? I think in this game, right, you definitely don't want to give up because you have 3 minutes left on the clock. You're only down 2. I mean, this is still winnable. I had to hold my breath there for a second. 100% still winnable if the team can pull it together. I just hope that, like, being down 2-0 with Pagani own goaling, I definitely don't want him to get like, oh, I need to get this back for the team. It's my fault. It's not, right?
Right.
Stuff happens, man. Like, definitely just need to play solid.
Yeah, Soul now trying to get aggressive, but is not able to follow up on that one, but still having some angles, finding some shots as well with the limited boost that Soul has been able to apply a lot of pressure just being in the face of NC State.
I mean, once again, I hate to be that guy, but like I think we just gotta hold on to the boost a little bit better. I mean, like now we're seeing it, like the double commits coming down. Shenandoah's gotta calm down and take it a little slower, right? They don't need to be going this fast, right?
Irish now trying to find the goal, but unable to do so. Like you said, the boost, Irish sitting at 0, Soul sitting at 8, Pagani trying to get his boost back up and available, but NC State's been doing a great job at finding these rotations to these boost pads, specifically these full boost pads in the corners, starving SU out of the potential of coming back into this game. Now we see Pagani up in the air, will lose possession of the ball for just a moment, and now the 50-50 falling in NC State's favor.
Yeah, I mean, Shenandoah definitely kind of let go of the positioning, I think, a little bit this game. That's something that just stepped away from them. I think the fact that they have little to no boost has put them in some awkward situations. Definitely something that they can learn from and take into next game, right? I mean, in this situation, you're down a minute, or you're a minute left on the clock, you're down 2. You kind of just got to play with what you got, right? You don't want to ever see teammates riding on top of one another. Like, you just gotta chill out, right? Like, even though there's such little time left, you still have a whole nother game. Like, you need to take it slow and build some momentum for next game, right? You want to end with like a goal, get some momentum for the next game, right? Play some smart Rocket League. Don't do no stupid things. No, don't build bad habits. That's what I say.
Right. Yeah, don't let this own goal, don't let this game shake you guys up, because we already know you're capable of taking the game, right? Pagani now trying to find an angle to find that goal. Soul now with some boost trying to find a cross over to Irish. Won't be able to connect with that pass. Pagani now back on the defensive side. Some boost yet again in the air. Won't go for the flip reset. Will go for the waterfall setup, but no one from SU able to come back in time to capitalize on that one, as now we see a potential triple commit coming through from the SU squad, trying to get something on the board, but with 10 seconds left, shots still coming through on goal. Pagani with the demo, Irish with the pass up to Soul. They aren't able to find it. Finally, Pagani is able to find that goal. 2-1 at the end of the day there for game number 3, but we are at 0 seconds on the clock. NC State will go up 2-1 on the series.
I mean, in terms of like the grand scheme of things, yes, you lost the game, but I feel like the Shenandoah built some positive momentum. I just really hope that they don't adopt some of these bad habits that they developed in this game, simply due to the fact of like lack of boost, being out of position, right? In that last 2 minutes, although Shenandoah did score, we saw a lot of double commits. So hopefully that's something that they can realize, right? We see that the team is out of their chairs, probably going to take a breather, right? Calm down, right? We saw that game get really hectic near the end, and that's something that in Rocket League, playing simple is better. Honestly, if you play on autopilot, you're going to play way better than you are if you're actually trying to play the game. I guess that kind of translates to a lot of different skills and games. Right. But definitely something that the team can take into next game is just play your own game, right? You don't have to play to the other team. make them play your game. I think that's definitely something that Shenandoah can use.
For sure, yeah. Try to make sure that make NC State adjust to your kind of gameplay, right? We saw the passing plays come through in game number 1 from Pagani and Sol. Maybe we can try to set those up a little bit more. They were a lot more set in stone of what they wanted to get done in that first game. And in that second game, or I guess the third game, rather, it was just kind of up in the air. No one really knew where they really wanted to be on the field. We saw a lot of bumps into teammates, right? We saw Irish bumping into Pagani and Sol into Pagani likewise, going for these balls. So maybe it's a little bit of a communication error there as well. So get the blood flowing. They stood up for just a little bit now. Get those comms back in check and then really know what your game plan is going into this next game.
I 100% agree with you, Ben. I think that the first game, they really utilized like their spacing better. We saw third man never really passing that midfield line. And then near the end of the second game, and especially in the third game a lot, is when we saw like kind of a mosh pit near the other side of the net where we had almost all 6 players within 10 feet of each other.
Now we kick off into game number 4. NC State up 2-1 on the series. The kickoff going in favor of SU. Pagani now with some boost, with an angle. Won't be able to find that one. Maybe AJ with a beautiful save for NC State.
That was textbook from maybe AJ. I mean, Pagani put on a beautiful shot, right? It was a really good development and showing of individual skills. I mean, and AJ just perfectly covered it, right? Not much you can do there. That's one of those instances where there has to be someone on back post, like I said, right? In this defensive situation, you need one person to shadow this, and either Irish needs to jump for the ball sooner and not have that back boost, or Sol should have been already back post. Right. Don't know what happened. Maybe they'll break that down in the VOD review and see what happened. But kind of a sour start for Shenandoah, but from what we saw in the first 30 seconds, besides that one mistake, it looks good so far.
Yeah, now Irish with the potential to get something going for the SU squad. We'll just drop it off to Sol, 31 boost, and a Dream won't be able to do anything with it. We'll just let that one fall to the ground. Pagani is going to come back and pick that one up into NC State's corner, trying to find a cross yet again, but unable to connect with anything just yet. Pagani now back on that defensive side. Will be able to stalemate out that ball, I guess, in that midfield. Still pushing the aggression is Sol, now finding themselves with a little bit of a contest. Sol, however, getting demoed is not what you wanted to see.
That's beautiful from AJ. That is something that, especially like a high-level Rocket League, you need to be wary of, right? You're going to have people rotating back that are going to want to help out their team and make it a lot easier for people. And I'm by no means picking, but you can definitely see where like instances where this is like high-level Rocket League, and Irish, who is someone who has not played a lot of high-level Rocket League, and hasn't really played at that fast pace, is kind of stumbling over his feet a little bit. He's playing fantastic individually, but as a teammate, I would like to see him stop getting so much into his teammates' presence. I think that's definitely something that he could work on.
For sure, the 50-50 going in favor of NC State. J-Car trying to capitalize on that one. Won't be able to find that Kojak with the shot on goal. Sol with the save for the stats with that one. Now Sol, Irish, everyone, again, they're finding themselves in that massive boost deficit. They have to keep finding themselves going back to these full boost pads, but they use it up so fast. Pagani and Sol both sitting at 0. Pagani finally getting one, but almost all the time, 2 members on the side of SU do not have any boost.
Yes, and that is something that drastically needs to change, right? If you can't really build anything if you have no boost. I would have liked to see an infield pass there. I feel like that probably would have helped out the team. Beautiful back pass. I like the pressure. I mean, right now, I think North Carolina State is just trying to play solid defense, right? It looks like they're focusing more on that versus than getting up the field. You see, like, they're clearing the ball. They're having the person with the boost or whoever's on the ball chase it. The other 2 are instantly getting some boost and putting themselves in a good position to counter whatever Shenandoah is going to throw with them.
Pagani now with a toss over into the corner, up in the air with some boost. Good contest coming through from maybe AJ as well. Sol still keeping it in harm's way. It will be the full goal. I thought that clear was going to come through, but instead Sol was able to find that angle in time. The bump coming through from Kojak as well, not enough. Irish maybe getting a little bit in the way there of maybe AJ not able to find that momentum to get that clear.
He definitely added some pressure there, which made him flick, which gave Sol the shot. But what really was a blunder from North Carolina State is that their second man, whoever was behind in the net, unfortunately double committed. I don't think maybe there was just like a lack of communication or a little bit of hesitation, but I mean, worked out for Shenandoah.
Seoul now trying to get back on that offensive side. We'll find the demo, but the clear in favor of NC State, rolling in front of the net. Maybe AJ now with the toss-up midfield. J-Car trying to get in position to find that aerial, but unable to do so. A good contest coming through there from SU, but still, again, struggling to find the crosses. A dangerous route coming through from Irish, almost gifting over a goal to NC State.
One thing that I definitely love about Seoul so much as a person, as a player, and personally from playing against him, he is one of the most annoying people to play against ever. Not only is it because he's fast and mechanical, but he is like one of those players, like you'll jump for a ball or you'll be like have the ball in possession in the air, and you'll be like, oh, I got him beat. There's no way he touches me. And then he always gets to you every single time. Like very rarely can you bring the ball in the air. And like if he acknowledges you as someone who's like good in the air, he'll be like, all right, no, this is not going to happen. And I mean, it's a great individual skill.
For sure, yeah, and we saw it there on full display, able to find that save as well. The clears still coming through in favor of NC State, but only 15 seconds remain here in game number 4. NC State up 2-1 on the series. The ball dangerously dribbling in front of SU's net, but they are unable to capitalize. 5 seconds remain. Pagani tosses it out to the corner. 1 second now. If this hits the ground, it's over, but a shot, a waterfall shot on target, won't be able to be capitalized on from NC State as we now go to our first overtime.
In this overtime, no way!
Wow, all right,
what a cheat!
Cool.
Way to go, boys! Come on.
Well,
that's just good. That's just textball. Good cheat from Seoul. I mean, all right, let's talk logistics.
Go for it. Go for it.
Seoul, we call that a hard cheat, right? He cheated up so far and so fast that he was basically cleared the ball and got there before the opponent who was cheating could get there. Extremely risky play because if the ball goes either side, he's beat. Ooh. So the only way that works out is if the ball stays right where it was, and it did. Yeah. So it was a gamble on Seoul's part, 100% a gamble, but it paid out. You know, it hit, right? He hit it. So.
Yeah, I mean
that got me fired up.
It got me fired up. We now go to a game 5, right? All tied up 2-2 in the series. Seoul, Pagani, somehow that ball staying in midfield. I don't know how that just sat there. I don't know the physics of Rocket League, but I guess they just hit the ball at the exact same time.
Yeah, someone hit it, someone countered it.
It just kind of bounced off,
happens,
and that's how it goes. A very fast overtime. I mean, we can see Seoul, some of the players getting up as well behind us. Just taking a little stretch here before we hop into game number 5. What did we like in this game, and what didn't we like in this game?
I did not like the boost. I'm gonna keep it a $175. Did not like the boost. I definitely think that's something they could do better. Is definitely maintain the boost a little bit better. Another thing, the only other thing I think I didn't like was third man's positioning. I feel like he was maybe a little bit too far up the field, and that definitely could be dialed back a little bit.
Right.
But one thing I really did like was I felt like there was a lot more pass attempts, and then on offense we saw Seoul and Pagani really like jumping and getting in their face and not giving them time. Right. So I think that was really good.
Game number 5, 2-2. SU trying to find their second win of the season to advance to 2-5 on the year. NC State as well trying to find themselves at, what is it? It would be 2-4 on the year if they are able to find this one. SU having control, but a good clear finally coming through from the NC State players. Maybe AJ trying to find the cross, but Seoul already in position to find that clear.
Seoul was doing a fantastic job, I think, of patrolling the midfield. And Seoul getting back to that save is absolutely crucial. But like I was saying, he's doing a really good job of patrolling the midfield. I think he's definitely cutting the passes. And this is where those instances of just like not having enough experience, like we're seeing Irish he's playing fantastic. He's not missing a lot of balls, which is way better than he normally does. However, we're seeing him really like I feel like he's not trusting his teammates. Like if his teammate's on the ball, he should be backing up and letting his teammate do his own thing and putting himself in a position to maybe like get a pass or something. But I feel like he's kind of just like pushing up too far and getting too close to his teammate.
Pagani back on the defensive side will get demoed. Maybe AJ trying to find the clear. Soul getting demoed as well. It was just up to Irish, but unable to get there in time. J-Car able to capitalize on the 2 demos. I mean, I think it was J-Car getting both of those demos as well. Huge plays coming through from that player for NC State.
I mean, not only did he get both demos, but he also put it in the back of the net. I mean, he took 2 demos and then had a great 50. So, I mean, he put it back in the net. He just put, that was so good from him. I mean, that's just class.
Maybe AJ now, again, getting aggressive. No boost to their name. We'll just toss it up for, I believe that is J-Car yet again. But Soul now with an opportunity won't be able to position the car the correct direction to find that touch off of that post. But now Irish coming in, going back.
Yeah, it's one of those instances where you just gotta chill. if I was his coach in his ear right now, I'd be like, calm down. It's okay. It's fine. Plenty of time to play. Plenty of time.
Got down 1, but still 3 minutes to go here. Have plenty of time to find this tying goal. Pagani tossing it back over the middle. Soul will be able to get there in time, but not able to capitalize on it just yet. Maybe AJ now a pass over to Kojak, trying to find that pinch. Will be able to do so, but still SU back in time on the defense to stop the offensive pressure coming through from NC State. As I say that though, a pass ball will go through, but no one from NC State able to capitalize on that one.
Something NC State is doing a lot more is we're seeing a lot of demos come out, and this is something that Shenandoah was doing in Game 2 a lot when we had that really close game of 2-1 going the way of North Carolina. Is the demos on offense, like if you have a team like Shenandoah's where all 3 members are kind of feeling a little disconnected at times, getting a demo really kind of sends them into a spiral where they kind of have to, they go, oh, is this my ball? Is this my teammate's ball? Do I need to go for this? Do I go back? Do I get boost? Like, what do I do in this situation? And it's definitely something that the team needs to work on.
2 minutes to go here in game number 5, 1-0 for NC State. J-Car now on the aggression. Irish finding that push off into the corner towards Soul. Irish now in position on the wall to find that touch as well. Soul and Pagani now with the pinch, but they get in each other's way, but the follow-up from Pagani is there, all tied up, 1 apiece with 1:44 to go.
I genuinely thought that we were about to have a clip on our hands. If Pagani had like 20 more boost, I thought that he was going to double that off the back wall. That would have been tough. But I mean, putting it in the back of the net is just as good, so I won't complain.
1-1 now, kickoff in favor of North Carolina. J-Car with an angle, the follow-up won't be able to find the goal. Kojak just barely missing the ball in that instance. Now Pagani, the pass over to Soul, won't be able to connect on that one, but now still in possession, trying to find the angle. But good on SU, I think, to go back on that defensive side, going back for that boost, and now a shot on goal from Irish, maybe AJ, in position to stop that one from going in.
Yeah, I mean, North Carolina is playing definitely sound defense, and we're seeing still a little bit of double commits from Shenandoah. Maybe Soul can put on a shot here, pipe it up for a teammate. But I definitely would like to see more passes from Shenandoah. I definitely think that is something that is lacking from this offense that could 100% change the entire course of this game, as Pagani goes for a really risky touch across the middle of the net on the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Pagani? Oh my God! Ooh. What is that? All right, 2-1 SU, 47 seconds to go. I mean, he just beats everybody.
I mean, that is just, that's just great. That was beautiful. I like that a lot. I like that. I mean, 47 seconds now, they just got to hold it down. Play solid defense. But yet again, you know what I'm going to say. This right here is where the nerves set in. Yep, like I said, the nerves set in. You have a person on your goal line, and you just couldn't get it past him. That guy was up really fast too. I would have liked to see one of them go back past, but
yeah, Kojak in position.
That's the game. That's the game.
Ceiling, and J-Car able to capitalize on that one. Now we're all tied up 2 apiece yet again. Back to square one here. 30 seconds remain. Soul up in the air, could have an angle, won't be able to find it. Now Irish trying to find that cross, won't be able to do so. Back on the defensive side is Soul, but now Kojak, some boost to work with. Pagani beat, but Soul will be able to find the save. Now Soul on the offensive, trying to find the angles. The shot coming through from Irish as well. Well defended from NC State. 8 seconds remain. J-Car up in the air, contested by Pagani. And now Soul, he has to keep this one up. He has no boost left. The flip coming through. It will be spiked into the ground. We go to our second overtime now in game number 5.
I mean, this is nerve-wracking. Is this what you guys feel like every week? How do you do this?
I mean, yeah, you guys go to 5 pretty much every single week.
Let's chill out. All right, calm down. It ain't that deep. All right. I'm no stranger to Game 5 reverse sweep, but like,
That's
I feel like we the reverse sweep or get 3-0. That's just kind of how it is. But you know, that's the game. Oh my gosh, Pagani
trying to make it happen.
That second little touch was just too much. I don't like this. I don't like this situation.
Oh, the demo onto Pagani. That's not what you want to see. They're in position for these saves. It's just dancing in front of the net, but Soul, the patience, not jumping, staying on the ground.
That's a great
able
50
to
from
find
AJ.
that save, and now Soul back on the offensive, has some boost, staying on that wall, trying to find that touch, that cross, but maybe AJ again in position. Pagani with a potential double tap opportunity. Soul not Irish rather not following up on that one. Soul beating that one in the air.
I'm loving this
midfield.
I'm loving this offensive pressure that Shenandoah has. I definitely think it's going to play out for them. Irish is I feel like Irish right now is just kind of in that like no man's land. Like he's just kind of stuck in between like first man and second man. Pagani going to go for the bump there on the back wall. That would have been a nice little bump. But no, I feel like he's kind of stuck between the layers right now. He doesn't know when to go and when to stop. Good touch there. That's not a bad center at all. We just got to be careful here because now it's in a 2v3v1. He's going to pass behind. Yeah. Oh! That's unfortunate. I mean, that's just what happens. It's the game. I mean, that's just, it happens. Not much you can do there, really.
Yeah, maybe AJ doing a great job at maintaining possession there, and then as soon as that ball was missed there earlier on there, I believe it was Pagani up on that front that wasn't able to connect on that one. Then it was that 3v2 situation, and that was just a great pass play coming through. I think it was actually Pagani back on that defensive side trying to find that save. Was able to make contact with it, but maybe AJ was just in the perfect position to find that touch wherever it was going to go and capitalize on that one. A very close overtime, a very close Game 5, 3-2 NC State. With the 3-2 on the series.
I mean, one thing I really liked from Shenandoah is that like they took what they were doing wrong and did their absolute best to fix it. I mean, we saw like all these mistakes coming out in Game 2 and Game 3 especially. Game 3 probably being their worst game, but definitely good VOD. That's a great VOD that they can take into tomorrow. Definitely get a review on that and come back with some notes and what they could do better. But overall, I don't think that's a bad showing from Shenandoah. I feel like that was a great game. Could have gone either way. Both sides had a lot of great moments, and I'm just happy I got to cast it. That was fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, a great series to cast, right? We went the distance. We went all 5 games. Everyone on the side of SU playing pretty well, right? Some things to work on, like you said. The boost management has to improve, right? We saw ourselves falling behind a lot in the speed department. NC State doing a great job at being able to capitalize on that, finding that starvation on the Hornets, and then there wasn't much they could really do with that. But with the moments that they did have boosts and did have those angles, they capitalized on them, and we were able to find some goals.
Right. I mean, that was beautiful Rocket League, basically, in the purest form that you could do. Great defense coming out from both sides, great offense. A little shaky in the mid-game, I feel like, from Shenandoah. Yeah. Definitely something that they could take into tomorrow to definitely work on a little bit. But, I mean, the guys played fantastic. There's not much you could complain about.
Yeah, no, great stuff coming through from the SU squad. We finished off the year, I believe, 1-6 on the season, so still not what you want.
Well,
coming
yet again,
through on the
we
season,
have
but
two new players
to
a competitive roster in a very challenging NACE league. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, everyone played great, right? We have 2 brand new players to competition. Pagani coming back to competition after a little bit of a hiatus there. I'm very proud of what this team was able to do and the growth that we saw with them, but that will do it for us on the night. Thank you so much for staying. I've been Kincaid. I've been joined by Molly Denz and then Griffin here to wrap up Horchek.
Works for me.
All right.
That works.
Well, that's what it's going to be. So thank you so much for sticking with us throughout the night, and we will see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock for some League of Legends.
Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
Over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
Nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway.
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
Cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.
We have the Esports Arena right here on campus in Winchester, Virginia, and this facility acts as the hub for all esports activity at Shenandoah University. Students are able to use this space not just for competition and practices, but also as a living learning community and a sandbox for them to come and explore and practice and try out things related to and through esports in the gaming industry so that they're getting that hands-on learning and the skills necessary to help them find a career by the time they graduate. We also have the professional level broadcast production booth where we do all of our broadcasting and production, from casting of our games that we play right here on campus to working with outside entities to record footage for them as well. In addition to the space that we have here in the Esports Arena is the Esports War Room. Our students get to use that space for studying, but also outside projects. So our students get to use this space for professional development and the academic side of our esports program, which is such a critical component to go with that competitive element that we have. So we combine all of our facilities at Shenandoah University with competition, community, and career preparation. We have over 250 days of programming, and there's something for everybody, and we want you to be part of it.